Previously on Revenge.
Daniel is on a digging mission about my father investing in Nullcore.
We play this right, we guarantee you a seat behind your father's desk.
Conrad Grayson, you're under arrest for the murder of Gordon Murphy.
The victim is the same man in Victoria Grayson's kidnapping case.
Can we count on your service? What did you promise them?
I don't think I'll know until it's too late. Will you marry me?
Yes!
Emily Thorne Allenwood. Amanda Clark.
Penance is a sacrifice. A voluntary punishment to show remorse for a sin. The more grievous the sin, the greater the self-inflicted suffering. For some, the ultimate penance is death. But for others, it is simply a means to an end. Mason, come on in.
The David Clark house. Now, was it coincidence, serendipity, or strategy that brought you here?
Location. You're up early. For a writer.
Who can sleep when there are so many irksome questions? Take the intime nature of your friendship with Amanda Clark, for example. You are on antipodal ends of the social strata, after all.
I don't choose my friends based on their net worth.
And by what criteria? A shared history, perhaps?
As much as we both enjoy the sound of your voice, Mason, why don't you just get to the point?
You know, it's amazing what you can find when you know what you're looking for.
An Allenwood photo. I've never denied my time in juvie.
And yet you pretend to have only met Amanda Clark last year, which leads me to conclude that your paramour and your former cellmate are one and the same.
You think that Amanda and I were lovers?
How else to explain your living in her childhood home, bankrolling her exorbitant crusade?
Perhaps you should try your hand at fiction.
Either talk to me now or you can read all about it when I hit #1 on the Times bestseller list. Again. America will devour this salacious tale of the felonious sapphic blondes and their vendetta against one of the wealthiest families on the planet.
To say nothing of the epic libel suit that will follow.
Not if I write the truth.
Then do. And we won't have a problem. I seem to keep scaring you.
It's all right. We've all had good reason to be on edge lately.
With everything being the way it is, I think it's best if I go. I booked a flight for this afternoon. It's embarrassing, but I need a credit card number to confirm it. I have cash.
You're nonsense. Please let me take care of it for you.
You're too kind.
It's a nice spot for a romantic breakfast. Or is this strictly business?
I have some intel for you.
Business it is.
Here you are.
Thank you.
Enjoy your meal. You have 24 hours to position Daniel to take over Grayson Global.
In 24 hours, Conrad will be arraigned on murder charges, which will make Daniel's power grab that much easier to construct.
The prosecutors are going to drop the case.
You seem very sure of that, considering the lengths you went to frame him.
Conrad's not my end game. The investors' lunch at Grayson Manor is still a go, which leads me to believe the initiative is sending an envoy.
How's that?
They didn't get Conrad out of jail for nothing. You should be there.
Yeah, well, what about your mother? Will she be there too?
She booked a flight to Colorado Springs this morning.
You're okay with that?
The sooner she gets out from under that roof, the better for everyone.
I am genuinely sorry for how things turned out with her. I know you wanted more.
It's probably for the best.
Finally got him to quiet down. Who's Narciso Rodriguez?
He made Carolyn Bissette's dress when she married John Kennedy.
Oh, that Narciso Rodriguez.
When I was 10, my foster mom collected magazines with their wedding on the cover, and I was practically obsessed with it. I wanted, my wedding to be like theirs someday. Stupid.
It's not stupid.
Money's tight. I know. I'm not 10 anymore. It's fine.
Mason Treadwell.
What do you want, Mason?
To invite you for lunch, chez moi. I just had the most intriguing chat with little Carl's godmother. Cliff Notes version? I know about your little jailhouse connection, and I'd like to give you a chance to tell your side of the tale.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Sounds like a yes. I'll text the address. Big kiss to baby Carl.
What was that about?
Mason, wants to give me a journal my father gave him to research his book.
Are you sure that you want to open up all these old wounds?
One last time. I promise.
Conrad, last time I found you, it was 4 years ago after the market crash.
It's my little spot at the end of the world.
You contemplated waiting out to sea and never coming back?
No, why go to the trouble of killing myself when there are so many others lining up to do it for me?
Conrad, you're worth far more to these fiends alive.
So long as I nurture and hide their assets within my company, yes. By the way, I've been informed that they're sending an attaché to the investor luncheon to deliver my marching orders.
The initiative is coming to our home.
And so once they cross the threshold, they're free to stay forever, just like the undead.
I will be damned if I let those people write the final word on us.
Don't tell me you're planning to go toe-to-toe with the initiative.
Why not? You and I are already doomed. Let them think we're laying down. And when the time comes, I say we drag them to hell with us.
Emily! What'd you say to Mason Treadwell? As little as possible. He figured out that we were at Allenwood together. I know, and now he's invited me over for lunch. Where's he gone? Amanda, calm down. My plan is working. Yeah? How would I know? You never tell me anything, and whatever it is you're doing, it's taking too long. We need to shut him up for good.
Amanda, one more day and I promise everything is going to be fine.
Sorry. As of last night, you're no longer calling the shots. What are you talking about? Jack proposed, and I said yes. For once in my messed up life, I have a chance at a real family. I've come too far to let Treadwell steal that away from me now.
If you go through with what you're thinking of doing, you're the one who's going to destroy your new family, not Mason Treadwell. Now give me your phone. Cancel lunch. Tell him that you're getting a restraining order.
You've reached Mason Treadwell. Bon vivant, provocateur. If you're all mot at the top.
Mason, Amanda, forget about lunch, and if I ever as much as hear your name again, I will get a restraining order.
Perfect. Now go home to Jack and the baby. And be grateful for what you have.
I hear you bought yourself a bar.
Hey, little brother. Bought into, just the co-owner.
For now, right? There's good money in getting people drunk. Even better money in these 5 boat slips we now co-own.
Well, unfortunately, they're in long-term leases with some longshoremen.
Leases are made to be broken. Don't forget what you're doing here.
That's the thing. It turns out the kids on the mortgage, the good guys.
The same can't be said about their old man. And the rest of the businesses along these docks. I really gotta remind you.
Old man's dead.
It's a damn shame. Need any help with that?
Jack, hey. Meet my brother, Nate.
Hey.
Jack's my partner in the bar.
Jack Porter. Congratulations, Porter. Kenny here, he's got the Midas touch. When you send your place of eternal profits, you can't imagine. So the complete guest list is on this page?
Why?
What's going on,
I see that shit yet.
Kara, you leaving?
Yeah, tell your folks I said thanks.
Hey, listen, before you go, I got a question I've been wanting to ask you. I don't mean to sound sensitive, but you were still married to David Clark when he went to work for my father, right?
Yes. I tried to convince him not to move us to New York. Things may have worked out differently.
He kept any records of any personal investments you might have made after you joined the company, maybe from a joint account?
The man was deceiving the whole world. If he wanted to hide something, he knew how to do it. Daniel, Kara, I'm so sorry to interrupt. I wanted to leave this at your parents' wedding before.
The whole thing went to hell. Mom and Dad will be very touched. Assuming it's not ticking.
I see the police didn't hold your father for long. I can't imagine the charges will stick.
Yeah, can't keep a good man down.
I'm gonna be late for my flight. Amanda didn't tell me that you were leaving. No, I've never done well with goodbyes.
Have I missed a bon voyage party?
Oh, I was just heading out. I didn't want to bother you again.
Oh, I'll take you to your car. Hello, Emily.
Victoria, for you.
What a gift. How thoughtful. Would you please take this upstairs and put it with the rest of the unopened gifts?
I hope to see you again, Kara. I know Amanda will feel the same way.
Woman's had it pretty rough. Whole family has.
Yeah. Take care, Daniel.
When it wasn't enough to pilfer my only friend, now you want my office too.
On the contrary, I'd say Emily belongs to you. Hence why I'm here.
Okay. I'm mostly ears.
Emily and I have a plan in motion to infiltrate Grayson Global and to draw out the initiative. The plan hinges on Conrad's ouster and Daniel's ascension to power. But first, to gain legitimacy, Daniel must prove that they own a majority stake of Nullcore.
What makes you think I would fork over my life's work to the axis of evil?
Because this might be your last chance to save Emily.
Emily drew funds from a buried account. She's been cashed out of Nullcorp since it went public in 2006.
That's nothing that a team of forensic accountants wouldn't uncover if they started to dig deep enough. And trust me, once Grayson's team starts digging, they won't stop until he gets what he's after, which means Emily's fate rests with you.
You're asking for proof of David Clark's original investment. And here it is. On record, I am only doing this for Emily because her father asked me to keep her safe. But what I want to know is, why are you doing this? What is she to you, exactly?
She's someone who I once hurt very badly. And now I'm trying to make it up to her.
Hurt her again? And I swear you obey.
Understood.
Aiden, where the hell are you?
On my way to you with David Clark's original check to Nolan Ross for Nullcorp startup funds.
Are you serious? I thought the government seized all his financials.
Only the ones that they could find. Players are lined up, Danny. Time to strike. You in?
I'm in.
In for what, Daniel? What's happening?
We're taking over the company. Now listen, I'm gonna need you to keep my father occupied while I assemble the power players this afternoon.
No problem, but are you sure you can trust Aiden?
It's giving me no reason not to. Just keep my dad in the spotlight after his speech and away from the library. If I can persuade our key investors to back me, I'm gonna call for a vote of no confidence in my father next week.
Daniel, a word?
Don't mind me.
I couldn't help overhearing you ask Kara about David Clark's investments.
Good on you.
Last spring, you were so vehement against my testifying for the government. I'd have thought that plane crash would have put all that intrigue behind you. What's the sudden re-interest?
Oh, I don't know. Why did you invite his wife to stay with us? Must have been awkward for her, sleeping in the same house with a homewrecker who bore his child.
Don't be smart. You're going to have to start focusing on how you're going to proceed if your father stands trial.
And how do you plan to proceed? Will you be standing by your man, or was that vow as fake as the rest?
That's entirely my business. Now understand something, Daniel. I have always been and will continue to be your strongest advocate. So don't keep secrets. You'll only live to regret them.
So now you're stalking me? Not to mention breaking and entering?
Through an unlocked door?
Whatever, I meant what I said about a restraining order.
Well, I'm not here to see you, my dear. I'm here waiting for your betrothed. I thought he might like to include this in the family scrapbook.
It's not what you think, Mason. And I'll tell you the whole truth, but you have to promise to help me.
Help you? Of course, I'll do whatever I can. What is it?
Not here. I have to protect Jack and the baby.
Protect him from what?
None of it was my idea. I never even wanted to go along with it. Emily masterminded the whole thing.
Why should Emily Thorne care about vindicating your father?
Because she's obsessed with me. Has been ever since the first day at Allenwood. Used me in her sick game.
Used you to what?
Please, we can't do this here. I'll follow you to your place. Emily would destroy us both if she knew I was talking to you.
You rest assured, Amanda. She never will.
Tell me a little more about your friend, Aiden Mathis.
I've known him for years. He's another one of Takeda's proteges.
Oh, you might have mentioned that. You know him this one time at Revenge Camp with this fellow Avenger, and oh, guess where he's going to be summering?
What did he want?
Just the original check from your father's investment in Milcorp. Done. It's too late.
All in your company, everything that you've worked for.
Means nothing. If it could potentially hurt the only real family I've ever had.
Helen, welcome to my home.
Conrad, you're looking well. We're all sending good thoughts your way regarding the arraignment tomorrow.
Oh, I do appreciate that. Helen Crowley, my wife, Victoria. Helen is one of our largest shareholders.
Pleasure. For me as well. I've heard so many things. Excuse me. I speak privately before I go, and I am looking forward to meeting your recent house guest.
She's one of them, isn't she?
In the flesh.
Future.
I'll get Mr. Grayson ready for his speech.
Guy cleans up well. So, how serious was it between you two?
I'm not going to talk to you about Aiden, Nolan.
Oh, let's talk about your mom. Are you really ready to let her disappear again after everything that we went through to find her?
It's safer for her this way. She used Victoria's credit card to book a flight to Colorado Springs.
And you know this how?
I've been tracking her online transactions. When everything settles down, I should know where to find her. Jack. Hi. Your congratulations are in order.
Yeah, usually have the wedding before the baby, but congratulations.
Well, sometimes it's best when things just happen. I'm sure you two will be very happy.
That's 3. Thanks, Emily. Listen, I have a weird question. Do you happen to have Mason Treadwell's phone number?
Amanda went over to his place earlier for lunch, but she should be back by now to take over baby duty. I gotta get behind the bar.
No, I don't, but if I hear from her, I'll let her know you called.
All right, thank you.
Okay, bye.
Jack and Amanda are getting married? Ems, that is huge.
I hope you didn't make plans this afternoon because I'm gonna need you.
Seems like old times.
So this is it. All your research.
Every word, every image, every syllable of my investigation. Amanda, I want you to know that I deeply regret the role I played in your father's demise. This next book will not only clear his name, but also portray you as a victim of your stalker, Miss Emily Thorne, a sociopathic socialite.
It's a relief to finally tell someone. You have no idea.
Confession, they say, is good for the soul. and for book sales. Now, getting back to your days working at that descriptively named gentleman's club, I couldn't help noticing that your last spin on the dance pole coincided with the murder of Frank Stevens. Now, my theory is that Emily alerted you to the danger, then had someone dispatch him?
She's unhinged. You have no idea what she might do when her back's up against the wall.
Including bashing in a man's skull?
She'll do whatever it takes. No! Give it to me! Go home. He knows everything. Don't you see we don't have a choice? Choose your family. You're making a huge mistake.
So I was right. You really are the brains in this Machiavellian scheme.
You were this close, Mason. But you missed the one thing that's been right under your nose the whole time. She's not Amanda Clark.
You are.
After my father was arrested, you were the only person I could trust. I believed you when you said that you'd write the real story. You had the power to change my future. And my father's.
And words can't express my regrets.
No words, Mason. Are exactly the weapon that you chose. Everything that I have become, and everything that I've given up is because of what they did to my father. And what you failed to do for him.
If I could redress the balance.
Just in time. You close?
Is who close?
I'm on my way. Got some bad news, I think. Guess who just ditched her flight at JFK?
I just rented a car on Victoria's credit card. Your mother's gone rogue. Do you want me to stay here?
Or stick to the plan?
Stick to the plan. Time to start making amends, Mason.
Who is this?
Kara, it's Mason Treadwell. I have urgent information about the murder of Gordon Murphy.
How'd you get this number?
Your husband gave it to me. I'll meet you at Bel Air Cove in 30 minutes.
I would like to express my gratitude for your unwavering support through these incredibly challenging times. So a man in my position can't help but generate powerful enemies, which is the only sound explanation for the outrageous accusations constantly hurled my way. So get used to it, because in the coming months, when the dust settles, I assure you the only thing making headlines will be the alchemy behind your rising portfolio. Now, Victoria and I are honored to have you at our home, and I look forward to allaying any concerns you may have. Thank you very much.
Conrad, you promised a Q&A.
Yes, of course.
Perfect. How did you know Gordon?
Such an enigma of a man. Could anyone really know
Gordon Murphy?
Cut to the chase, Mason.
Show her the pocket watch.
This came into my possession from a police friend. However misunderstood he was, clearly you and Gordon shared a deep connection. If you intend to honor his memory, you must go as far away from here and these people as possible. That is what he wanted for you, is it not?
Yes.
Then you must go, Kara. But before you do, there is one more thing that you need to know about your first love.
David Clark didn't lie to you. He was a victim as well.
Mason, what the hell are you doing?
Penance, isn't this what you wanted?
What? I don't understand.
20 years ago, the book I wrote
About your first husband.
depicted him as a calculating villain when in fact he was an innocent man.
Mason, stop. She's not ready to hear this.
His only crime was to run a
Foul of some very powerful, very malignant people.
Mason, she is off her medication. She's unstable.
The Graysons.
Yes, they paid me to perpetuate their lies.
Mason, stop her.
Wait! My story isn't finished.
Give a message.
Aiden. My mother's on her way back to the Graysons and she's out for blood. Keep your eyes open.
As our most important clients, I know that many of you, if not all, planning to pull your investment in Grayson Global tomorrow.
But I know something the rest of the world does not. Our firm is actually undervalued by as much as 50%. As I've recently discovered, Grayson Global has an indisputable multi-billion-dollar stake in Nullcore Software and Electronics. A fact my father has either been couching or oblivious to for the past 20 years. If you'll consider me as a replacement to my father as CEO, I will guarantee this company's solvency, and under my leadership, we will move on Nullcore and triple our net worth inside a year. Choice is yours.
How do you plan to run your company from prison?
I assure you that won't be necessary. Look, even if there is a trial, I'm prepared to appoint an interim leadership to navigate the day-to-day until I'm acquitted. So, this is a disaster. Where the hell is everyone? Where's my son?
I have no idea.
Mr. Grayson.
Yes.
Mrs. Grayson needs to speak with you in her suite. It's urgent.
Excuse me.
Conrad, I have bad news.
Oh, yes. That does seem to be going around.
Shut the door.
Kara, whatever demons you're struggling with, we can get you the best help possible.
The only demons I'm struggling with are standing right in front of me. I want a confession. You can start by telling me what you did to David. You were never in love with him, were you?
Oh, no, she was. She was very much. I mean, too much.
I want to hear it
Kara,
from her.
Victoria had nothing to do with what happened to David. It was all me. Conrad. No, seriously. Look, I made a deal with some nefarious people who had every intention of framing me for that plane going down.
So you blamed it on David?
The man was stealing my wife. Yeah, I wanted him to feel the same level of pain that he'd inflicted on me. Come on, UFO people should understand that. And I'm sorry to say that your David was a very trusting man, which made the thing... It was almost child's play.
Looking for this? Get in the dressing room. Both of you.
Gentlemen, make yourselves at home. We have a warrant, Mr. Treadwell. We need to speak with you about the murder of Gordon Murphy, as well as the conspiracy to frame Conrad Grayson.
Conspiracy indeed.
Detective Gunther.
Why the hell haven't you been answering your phone? Is she there?
She's standing 10 feet away from me. Her name's Helen Crowley. Emily, we've just made contact with the initiative.
I'm talking about my mother. She never got on that plane. She's coming for the Graysons. You have to stop her.
Bloody hell, where is she?
I don't know. I can't find her or Victoria and Conrad. Wait. A half a dozen cameras have been disabled. She's got them in Victoria's bedroom, second floor, end of the hall.
Switch the rest of them off.
Aiden.
Trust me.
Put these on. Make no mistake, Kara. After David's arrest, there was no relief, and after his conviction, there was only guilt.
What?
So you want me to believe it would be too merciful to kill you?
There are far more insidious forces at work here.
Shut up!
The people who blew up Flight 197, they killed David. To be more specific, Gordon did.
Liar. It's true. There's proof. A torn picture of David on the day he died. I saw the photograph. It proves nothing. Well, then you didn't see both halves. Look at the lining of my jewelry box. Turn around.
Gordon.
He murdered David, Kara.
No. He couldn't.
He did, and so much more. He was one of them.
He was the worst of them.
Kneel down! The blindfolds! Put them on. Put them on now!
I'm sorry, Victoria.
It's okay, you're safe.
Wait, you grabbed me?
No. Agent Mathis did. How are you involved?
I'm afraid I brought you into this. I snuck you off the estate down the beach path, and Miss Dawn was there.
He showed me his badge. I checked with the Bureau. He's legitimate.
These pills, they were found on your husband. But there was no trace of medication in his system, so they're yours, aren't they?
You don't have to be ashamed. There are people who can help you.
And unfortunately, the people that Gordon worked for have you in their crosshairs. Whatever plans you had for the Graysons would likely end up getting you killed if you'd stayed.
My only plan for the Graysons was to scare them into telling me the truth.
There's a car, full tank of gas, and some money to get you started.
You're not taking me in?
Not if you promise never to return. It's the only way to save yourself and your daughter. Best of luck.
I don't know how to thank you.
Well, just keep yourself safe. Kara, is there anything that you want me to tell Amanda?
Just tell her I wish I could have been a better mother.
I can stay if you want, no problem.
No, you go. I have one more loose end to tie up.
I'm assuming we've got workman's comp, right?
You okay?
Figured I'd kick off my shoes, get comfy, stab myself on your rug. Did you break a glass? Something wrong?
Would you still want me if I wasn't Nolan Ross? Because tomorrow he may cease to exist as you know him.
Conditions change, but you can't.
I don't know. I hate feet. Look at me now.
I am. And no matter what happens, I'll always see you as Nolan Algernon Ross.
My middle name's Mitchell.
I gave it a shot.
I told you I'm not going to answer a single question until I speak to my lawyer.
No lawyer's gonna help you now, Mason.
Well. If it isn't Benedict Clark. You must be proud of yourself. lulling me into complacency only to double-cross me. I'm almost flattered the police think me capable of such a Byzantine scheme to bring down a government plane, murder my accomplice, then frame an innocent tycoon for the crime. I assume you're here to gloat?
I'm here to make a deal. The next time Detective Gunther walks in that door, you're going to waive your right to an attorney. You will go to prison for crimes you didn't commit, including downing that plane, just like my father did. Only difference is, you're going to give a full confession so that we can avoid a trial.
That's some deal. I think I'll pass.
If you do, the police will soon uncover a staggering amount of evidence against you. Right down to my mother's testimony about how you were in league with Gordon Murphy. I recorded the whole thing.
My answer is still no. If there's a trial, I have a fighting chance. At the very least, I'll be able to expose you and your treachery.
You're forgetting, Mason, that I'm in possession of the only thing that could one day exonerate you. A full confession of my own. If you cooperate, I will set you free when I deem the time to be right.
Which could be eons.
Or just enough time for you to write my entire story. From the night my father was arrested to the day my vengeance is complete. This is the book that we both know you were destined to write.
Poetic justice or my true legacy. Or perhaps a touch of both.
And the world will finally meet the real Leo Mason Treadwell.
I guess you've got a deal, Miss Clark.
To properly do penance, one must express contrition for one's sins and perform acts to repair the damage caused by those transgressions.
I've been thinking about our wedding. The one you imagined as a kid.
So am I. I don't want a fancy wedding, Jack. All I need is you and little Carl. And a few friends in the boat you named after me.
So I just spoke to our so-called security detail. The cameras went black for about 5 minutes today, during which Kara Clark Murphy vanished.
The initiative. You think they would have simply let her kill us?
I don't think the word simply is even in their vocabulary. And as you so astutely pointed out, our value to them is in our ability to serve. For the moment.
Conrad, there's something I have to tell you. It's about
Whatever
Daniel.
it is, it can wait until morning. A morning I truly believed we would never see. You sleep well, sweetheart. I'll be right outside your door.
It is only when those acts are complete that the slate can truly be wiped clean. An amnesty gives way to a new beginning.
I thought I'd come check on you. It's been a rough day. You right?
You keep asking me that.
And you never give me an answer.